we, if we're holy.
Sorry, excuse me. Oh, I'm sorry.
Welcome to Screen Recaps, and today we are going to recapping the movie 6 Days, 7 Nights. The movie opens with Robin Monroe, a New York editor for a fashion magazine called Dazzle. That evening, her boyfriend, Frank Martin, surprises her with a week-long vacation on Makatea, an island in the South Pacific. Upon arrival in Tahiti, Robin and Frank continue their journey in a small Beaver DHC-2 de Havilland, Canada airplane piloted by a middle-aged American named Quinn Harris. Quinn, accompanied by his captivating girlfriend Angelica, serves as their pilot. Despite Robin's apprehensions about the plane's seemingly fragile condition, they have no choice but to proceed due to the unavailability of another plane for 3 days. Robin and Frank are greeted by the breathtaking beauty of Makatea upon their arrival, which is further enhanced when they decide to unwind at a bar. In a heartwarming moment, Frank decides to propose to Robin, who joyfully accepts. The following morning, as the couple enjoys the sunshine, Robin's boss Marjorie urgently calls her back to Tahiti to oversee a fashion shoot. Though annoyed at interrupting her vacation, Robin cannot refuse Marjorie's request as there is no one else available for the job. Reluctantly, Robin accepts Marjorie's offer and asks Quinn to fly her back to Tahiti. However, Quinn requests an additional fee due to it being outside of regular operating hours. After some negotiation, they reach an agreement on the payment and fly back to Tahiti. However, misfortune strikes during their journey as they encounter a massive thunderstorm, forcing Quinn to return to Makatea to avoid it. In attempting to turn back, the plane is struck by lightning, damaging the transmitter and radio. Lost in the storm, Quinn spots a deserted island and makes an emergency landing on the beach, resulting in damage to the landing gear and a crash. Meanwhile, Frank enjoys watching Angelica's dance performance in a bar. The next day, Robin and Quinn are left waiting for passing aircraft for help, with no phone signal on the island. Quinn expresses concern about being stranded for an extended period. In a tense conversation, Robin requests a refund from Quinn due to his failure to deliver her to her destination. An argument broke out when Quinn only agreed to refund half of the requested amount. Now, Robin finds herself in a predicament after a playful scuffle accidentally triggers the release of the inflatable boat's pin, causing it to rapidly inflate. After swiftly extricating Robin from the situation, the two set off on a journey across the island in search of sustenance and hydration. Eventually, they stumble upon a picturesque waterfall. However, their tranquility is shattered when Robin tumbles into the water, startled by the sudden appearance of an approaching pig. In a panicked frenzy, Robin discovers a snake nestled in her undergarments. In a comical turn of events, Robin enlists Quinn's assistance in removing the snake. With cautious precision, Quinn gingerly reaches into Robin's attire and successfully retrieves the snake, averting a potentially dangerous situation for them both. Elsewhere, Frank and Angelica receive word that Quinn and Robin failed to reach Tahiti. They enlist the help of authorities and join an aerial search party to locate the missing duo. Returning to Robin, who appears to be captivated by Quinn's resourcefulness. As night descends, they reluctantly dine on protected bird meat due to their gnawing hunger. Around the flickering campfire, their conversation shifts to Quinn's aspiration of owning a beachfront property. Robin extends a heartfelt apology for her earlier rudeness, fostering a moment of intimacy between them. On the second day of their ordeal, Robin hears the distant roar of an airplane engine and hastily retrieves the flare gun from Quinn's slumbering form. However, a mishap ensues, and Robin's attempt to fire the flare gun fails. Quinn awakens incredulously, chiding Robin for her impulsive decision to fire a flare at a commercial airplane traveling at 600 miles per hour, knowing it would be futile. Meanwhile, Frank and the search team scour the ocean for any sign of Quinn and Robin, unaware of their stranded status on a remote island. Returning to Quinn and Robin, weary from their disagreements, they opt to ascend a nearby hill to survey the island's surroundings, revealing it to be uninhabited. However, Their hopes are dashed when they spot a boat approaching from a distance. Hastening downhill, they hastily prepare the inflatable boat to approach the vessel. As they draw nearer, they discern two boats, one of which is a pirate vessel, poised to attack and capture the other boat. Quinn hurriedly rowed the boat back to the island, but unfortunately, their presence was noticed by one of the pirates who immediately chased them. Quinn and Robin ran into the forest. They both fought before being caught. When Quinn wanted to be shot, Robin told him that he had found the treasure on the island. After getting out of a dangerous situation, Quinn and Robin are relieved and find comfort in each other. However, as the moment of togetherness blossomed, Quinn noticed a sparkling ring on Robin's ring finger, which stopped their kiss. Cautiously, they return to the island and hide in the woods. There, they discover the wreckage of a Japanese float plane from World War II. Their bond grows as they explore the island together. Night falls, and as the atmosphere becomes intimate around the lit campfire, they decide to warm themselves up by cuddling up to each other. The next day, Robin woke up to the sound of falling airplane parts. Apparently, Quinn wanted to make the airplane parts into a raft to go down the river estuary, which is directly related to the sea. After a while, they arrived at the island where their plane crashed, and Quinn began to restore the plane using the parts of the plane they brought to make it an amphibious aircraft. But their escape was not as smooth as expected when pirates arrived and fired cannons at them. Back on Makatea, after several days of failed searches, a depressed Frank believed Robin was dead. He got drunk and slept with Angelica after she seduced him. Afterwards, the search was called off and a memorial service was held for Quinn and Robin. Quinn, meanwhile, suffered injuries from cannonballs hitting his body, but they both managed to start the plane and managed to take off amidst the pirates' attack, who accidentally damaged their own ship while shooting at the plane. In a stressful situation, Quinn quickly instructed Robin on how to land the plane before collapsing from his injury. This forced Robin to take over the controls and fly the plane himself. Arriving at Makatea, Robin struggled with great effort until she managed to land her plane near the beach, where their memorial service was taking place. Frank was relieved to learn that Robin had survived, but at the same time, Frank felt sorry for himself for sleeping with Angelica in secret. Frank wanted to explain it because of his feelings of guilt, but at the same time, he was also afraid of losing Robin from his side. Meanwhile, Robin herself had grown feelings for Quinn. That day, she visited Quinn, who was being treated in the hospital. Quinn explained his feelings to Robin, but at that time, Robin apologized because she didn't want to hurt Frank. The scene changes when Frank and Robin are already in Tahiti, preparing to return to New York. There, Frank accidentally reveals that he slept with Angelica. Despite the revelation, Robin seems a little disappointed, but she's not too concerned about it either, as her feelings have moved on to Quinn. They both realize that their love has changed, and in that moment, Robin returns her engagement ring to Frank. Meanwhile, Quinn, not wanting to regret losing Robin, decided to follow her to Tahiti. However, when the operator when he told her that the plane had taken off, he felt anxiety run through his body. However, from a distance, Quinn saw Robin get off the plane that was supposed to go to New York with Frank. Relief and happiness flooded Quinn's heart. Without hesitation, Quinn rushed over to Robin, and in a moment full of emotion, they shared their pent-up feelings. Quinn sincerely expressed her feelings, creating an atmosphere of intimacy between them. A warm kiss followed the confession, and the story concluded.